Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Dan Dragic. I'm from Romania. I am CEO of Dragic Dental and Dental Future events. And I have an idea because we stay from more than 3 weeks at home. We have a lot of idea, but now we think we make some chat because this meeting is not an webinar. We'll talk about dentistry, but we'll talk more about the people in the back of the dentistry. For this day, and first, my first guest is Simone Maffei. It's a real, very good dental technician. It's from Italy, from Modena. I love the car from that city.
And also the tortellini.
Yes, and I hope you'll enjoy and we listen us because Simone have a lot of interesting things to tell. Simone.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I hope that you will find this kind of chat interview with Dan funny. This is our goal to try to make a funny moment in this during this day. We have to stay at home. I'm not really at home. I'm in my laundry, because it's the only place where I can stay quiet. And I'm sorry for the background, but that's it. It's not so important. It's more important what I say, I think. I hope.
Yes, for sure. People don't care too much about what they see. I have a TV and some toys in my backup. It's are my son toys, but I think this is more or less important.
Yeah.
Simone, you are from Modena in the north of Italy.
Yes.
I know. I tell you, people, we don't talk about so much this pandemic, but still of that, you are in the most affected zone in Europe. I think nowadays.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is true. We are in this. I live in Modena. It's a small city near Bologna, in the north of Italy. And yes, we had a lot of problem with this pandemic virus. I also have lost my hand 3 weeks ago because of the virus. And yes, we have to stay strong. We cannot do nothing. We have to stay at home and hope that this incredible thing will finish soon. This morning, a colleague from USA, she's a doctor, she sent me a video about New York City. It's filmed by a drone. And you can see that the city is completely empty. But during the day, so it's unimaginable that New York City, the city that never sleeps, is completely empty.
Yes, I see the same. Some image from Times New Square, and was incredibly empty. Everybody.
Incredible. I think all this picture or this video will remain in the history forever, because it's a really strange event.
Yes, I think neither in the movie with Bruce Willis they don't think so much.
Right, that's right.
About the job, about the work, I know, like in most of Europe, your lab is stopped, and the dentistry work is stopped. How was it?
Yeah, the problem is not from our side. I mean, because from the Italian law, we can go in the lab. We can go for work, because it's not a dangerous activity. If you adopt all the safety protocol for the disinfection, for example, in the impression, you can work in the lab. We don't have a contact, of course, with the patient, so it's not really dangerous. But the problem is all the dentists are open only for emergency. I mean, if you have a pain on a tooth, so you can go, but not for prosthetic work or something like that. The Italian government say that this situation will finish maybe 4th of May. So we are not so far from the end. But of course, we are affected about this situation from the economy side also. But at the same time, we try to keep the mind fresh, doing a lot of things during the day, because you cannot become crazy if you stay at home for 1 month without doing nothing. You become crazy and fat.
About the
So,
economic side, what do you think will happen? What do you think will be dentistry after this pandemic? Do you think we'll change something? Do you think we'll remain the same?
so this is a good question. I think we'll change a lot of things because the dentists, they have to adopt a lot of different way to keep the virus outside of the office. So I mean that, for example, the waiting room, only one people have to be at the same time. So you cannot have the full day work in your office, in your dental side.
I think it's frozen image. If you hear me, Maffei, I think I don't hear you. I think it's freezing image. We're waiting again, Simone, to come back. You know, internet nowadays is not so good because a lot of people stay online. Okay.
Something wrong.
Yeah, it's a normal thing because a lot of people stay now online and the internet
it's crashed.
Yes,
okay, so at the same time, I think this situation, this slow work, stay for few months or less time as possible. When this the vaccinum will be ready for the people, so we will have win the fight with this virus. But for a few months, I think will be slowly. No, I don't want to say that will be bad, but we have to be patient. Probably this summer we cannot go on vacation because we have already done 2 months of vacation now. So I'm really relaxed when I will come back in the lab. And yeah, we cannot do nothing. So some people say, you are too funny about this situation. No, it's reality. What I can do, I have to stay at home. I cannot work. And I try to keep the mind in a positive way. And if you all the day think about the future, I will close the lab because no work, you start to become crazy. So this is not the moment to do that. At the moment, I think if the people want restart again, have to start to think how change the work, how change the workflow in the lab, what they have to do. So yeah, you need to prepare a little bit. Okay, in this way, if the work restart maybe May, June, you are ready, and then you can start to make money again. At the end, this is the
What do you think about the patient? Do you think they will have the appetite for expensive work, or do you think they will try to?
Yeah, I don't think this thing will change a lot in the patient life. We talk about 2 months, of course, 2 months without salary. Also for me, I never take salary from the lab at the moment because I don't take any kind of money because the lab is closed. So, but we don't talk about years. We talk about months. So we have to be a little bit patient. But if you have a problem in your jaw, in your mouth, and then you have to replace 1 tooth or more, it's the same after this situation. Maybe you start slowly. Maybe what I said before. I don't think that will be like on off. So when we restart, we'll start immediately with 10 hours or more of per in the lab to work. I think we start slowly, and but we restart, of course. Don't change this about the prosthetic restoration in the mouth. So at the end, we work for the dentists. Dentists are doctors, so we presume that all the work that they do in the daily practice is for the patient, no, not only for the money. So if you have a problem, you still have the problem, even if this situation will be end, and we restart with normal life. I don't know.
You tell me you don't have money for 2 months, but what about your employees? I know you don't have a so big lab, but still you have some people there. What happened then?
But in Italy we have a kind of support from the government, not so big, but I received this month 600 euro from the government for myself, and for the employees we have a kind of how can say, when you will be retired and you receive money from the state. I don't know the English name of it. We call pensione, no? And we have almost the same. She don't receive the 100% of the salary. She will receive around 80%, but this money coming from the government, not from us. So we call it cassa integrazione. Is a kind of help that the government give to the industry, to the factory, even if you are small, doesn't matter. That give you for special moment like this, if you have a crisis, so you don't have to catch out your employees, but it's a kind of waiting room. So for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, it depends on how will endure this situation. And then she stay at home and receive the 80% of the salary. So it's not a bad situation. Also for me, I know I read on internet, on Facebook especially, that a lot of people was afraid about this 600 euro is not a lot. I'm poor, I cannot pay, and blah blah blah. Then nothing, I think. No.
Yeah.
I think we cannot do nothing. What we can do? We can go on the place with to kill someone. No, we have to stay at home.
Yeah,
it's better than nothing.
Yes, I know it's not a good days, and neither for me, because I have debts on the supplier. I have a lot of employees, but in the same time, yes. So it was hard days because you can do too much. Because if I finish financing university, they don't learn about pandemic. We can prepare for something like that, but in the same time, everything have a finish, and okay, will be maybe another start, but I am sure thing will be more or less the same, because
we have to think in a positive way. We cannot do different, or you become crazy, really crazy.
Yeah, I promise the people will talk different things. Things we never have time to speak on the Congress, never we have time to speak about webinar, because people don't have time. But now, because for 3 weeks people have a lot of time,
a lot of time.
We can speak for things like more or less interesting, but for me are very important. It's like we chat together on the coffee, and I know something about you, but I want to share with you this thing of all the people, because for me are very interesting to know. I want to ask you about your lab. I know it's not a big lab. Tell me about him, because if you don't tell me what I want, I will ask you more.
Okay, about this, I want to show you a small video. It's 4 minutes, so it's really about what we do every day in the lab. How is our lab life, and I use it during some lecture. Just 1 second. I share the screen. Is this okay? So share screen, desktop, share. Okay, can you see the desktop, right?
Yeah.
There is also music?
For the moment, no.
I stop it.
Okay, stop it a little bit.
Yeah. And yeah, this is video. It's about I call it journey intro because it's about what I do in the life. I spend a lot of time traveling for work, of course, and not only. Sometimes I go on vacation. It's another important part of the life. And yes, here you can see some of a kind of resume of what we do in the lab and what I do during the working time. This is, of course, this is coming before this COVID time. And yeah, I think I'm just a normal data technician. Don't think you will find something strange. The only difference, in my opinion, is that I try always to find time for myself, even during the hard time in the lab when I have to work a lot, because we plan everything. We plan all the work that we have to do. And one of the thing that I think make a difference between my philosophy of work and the other dental technician is that sometimes we say no to our clients, and this is not conventional because I know a lot of colleagues from around the world that work, I think, every day of the week for more than 12 hours. And I made this discussion all the time that I travel, and I spoke in front of the beer with some guys, and we talk about this. My life is in the work, in the lab. My life is about only this. I do this. I read this. Okay, that is important. I love it so much doing teeth, trying to play with ceramic and composite and blah blah blah. But I take my time. I do a lot of external thing out of the lab. I do a lot of sport, for example. I love photography, so I spend time on taking picture and many other things. And it's important to find time in every day for do that, because you cannot only, in my opinion, you cannot only work.
How many hours you work on the labs? I don't know if it's a rule, but somehow when you believe, okay, more than a number of hours, I can do more. I can do it, but it's not worth it.
Yeah, my daily routine in the lab is start around 8:30. I arrive because before I have to go to school to bring my daughter to school. And this is also a very important moment in the morning. I like it so much because we speak a lot, we talk, we chat, and blah blah blah. And then arrive at around 8:30. I work until 12. Then I go, if not raining, I go 2 hours on bike, 1 hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours, depends on the day. And then come back in the lab around 2 o'clock, 2:30. Have a shower, fast lunch, and then we start again around 3 o'clock until 7. At 7 o'clock, I stop. I close the door and then go home, because usually I have to go in some dental office during the trip to go home. So I go to maybe to retire some work or to chat with the doctor, depends. And then around 7:30, I want to be at home. Because yes, the evening is the only other moment that I can talk with my wife and my daughters. So I don't want to arrive at home around 10 o'clock and she sleep. It's important to have other thing to do during the day. And yeah, at the end, I think I work around 9 hours. Sometimes it happen if something wrong, for example, that maybe I go in the evening or on Saturday morning, but it's a kind of special event. Happen sometime in the year, 2, 3, 4 times, it depends. Only if something wrong. In the rest, we plan we receive the work for the time that we have to do. So if, for example, because my lab is small, we'll work only 3 people. If I have this week, we have to do 2 full month restoration, like a big work. we cannot do fast work for a small crown, something like that. We need maybe not 1 week, but we ask for 2 weeks. And usually we don't have a problem with the doctor. Sometimes it's just a kind of planning, no? Sometimes she asks me or he asks me if we can do some emergency crown very fast. Okay, we can. But
you charge more for emergency?
No, it's the same price. It's just because it's a kind of emergency, no? So don't means that you can send me always the single crown in 2 days. No, if you have a problem, I try to solve your problem because you are my client, and I do this, but sometimes, not always. And yeah, if you plan the work, I think it works. I really find a lot of free time for myself, for my family during the day.
I know a secret, and I will tell all the people. I know you have your father was dental technician.
Yes.
And you work there with your sister. It's really a family
dental family.
Yes, and for me it's interesting to know what is your opinion of your father, what happened now with dentistry?
This is strange because my father was retired from the lab in 2010, so more than 10 years ago.
10 years
this
ago,
year
yeah.
is 11. And he was able, this was very strange because he was able to stop completely from 1 week to other one. At one point, 10 years ago, he said to me and my sister, so I'm old, but not so much, because he was 60. And they say, now it's your turn. This job is completely changed from what I know. And I think I have done a very good job with you, with your sister. So it's your time. Now we have to play, and I will be retired. And he stopped. He liked it so much. He come in the lab every Monday morning, because he want to take a coffee, want to speak with us a little bit, just looking what we do, and he ask about the material, he ask about many things, no? But he said at the same time, he said that it's completely different job that what we do now, if compared of what we do him just 20 years ago or less. And this is for me, it's nice. I like it. This continuous evolution, continuous challenge for us, because keep your mind fresh. You have always to find to find new solution and to study new material, new technology, new way of work. So it's something very interesting from our lab, from our work.
It's very interesting, because how many years have Maffei lab?
Oh, we start in the 75. Yes, it's 44 years old. The next year it will be 45 anniversary.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's
a lot of years in dental technology.
Yes. And it's interesting you work with your sister. How was Simone when was a child? Was a good child? Was a crazy one? How was? Think about your children. Don't look at this video. Don't see.
No, I was a little bit crazy, but at the same time, I do my job. When I was children, I have to study. At school, I was good because I like study. Not all, like mathematics, for example, I don't like so much, but just like this. But for example, biology, chemistry, a lot of material, I like study so much because I was interested. But at the same time, how I can say, I'm a crazy guy a little bit. Sometimes I like so much have fun with friends, so I don't regret anything from my side. I can redo exactly the same life if maybe in the future I will born again. I don't know.
Okay, you remember You remember from your childhood a really crazy thing? What you can tell us?
Yeah, yeah, but come on, it's important that you live step by step, no? So
Yes.
when
Every
you,
age has his beauty.
yeah, that's right. Now I'm 42 years old, so I start to become older a little bit, but I always spend time with friends, drinking wine and talk and have fun together. So it's this is very important for even for your brain. Now, yes, the rhythm is a little bit changed because I need a little bit more time to recover it. But after a very good evening, but it's important do this. It's important to keep your mind free. So also finding time for yourself. As you tell me, I do a lot of sport in my life. I always do sport. I think I started when I was children at school and then never stop. But at the same time, I never do a lot of competition. For example, I started to go on mountain bike when I was 6 years old. So I was a very, very young guy. And yes, I like it so much. I do a lot of bike and mountain bike. But at the same time, I don't like so much of doing race or something like that, because when I go on bike, it's a moment for yeah. I like also go with friend because we talk and blah blah blah. But sometimes I like go alone because this 1 hour and a half, 2 hour in the middle of nature, so you can really focus your brain on, for example, on work, on the project. Your mind keep free. It's very important. It's nice.
No,
And
I
then
don't
if
want,
you feel,
I don't
yeah,
want to go from your childhood because you don't want to tell me a crazy thing. Uh, I hope your parents don't freeze them too much, no?
no, no. She
But
also do,
okay,
yeah,
how you decide to become a dental technician? Okay, I understand your father is there, but do you
yeah.
think to become something else or you?
No, I start to go in the lab when I was really children after school, because of course my father, like every dental technician, with old mentality, stay a lot of time in the lab. But in reality, it is true because he go in the morning, but he always do the lunch break for lunch, not for bike. And then I remember also when I was children at 7:30, 8 p.m. he come back at home, so we always dinner together. We spend a little bit of time on the sofa to play before to go to bed. And then so sometime when I was 6, 7 years old, I go in the lab in the afternoon. And what I remember, because at that time we talk about 30 years ago, a little bit more, we do a lot of restoration with the resin. And so I remember this smell of monomer. And I start to play with wax, the red wax, and with the mobile prosthetic tooth. So I try to do something. Was without study, just to play. And then yes, when I growing, I say, okay, I want to do this kind of work. And my father say, really?
Why you don't want to become a dentist? Maybe I don't know. You know, dental technician, and still in Italy, a lot of dental technician after a while become a dentist.
Yeah. So really, the reality is funny because I don't like so much the dentist work. I'm honest. This is true. So I like solve the problem of the patient. This is the most important part of my job. When I see and when I have the possibility to talk with the patient after a restoration, and you recognize that you have solved the problem of this patient, so you change his life, and this is unbelievable. It's more than money. It's more satisfaction than money. But at the same time, I remember the first surgery that I saw was for put 6 implant on upper jaw. It was like this. And the doctor say, oh, take a picture, Simone, you're a good photographer, take a picture. And say, oh, it's full of blood, I don't like it, Then, after years, now I'm not impressed about this, even this big surgery intervention, yes, work, but I don't like it. I don't want to do this. It's I think today and in the closer future, we will have more dental technician, how I can say, more rich than dentists. Because
you will be less and less, no?
Yeah, not only for this. This is one of the reasons, but we talk later about the future. What is my opinion? But at the same time, because it's not easy job. The people think, the normal people think, oh, you are a dentist, you are rich. Maybe it's true. I know a lot of dentists that we can call rich, but in reality, if you want to stay at the time with the technology that we have, that you have today in the dental office, it costs a lot of money. So I know a lot of, like you, a lot of manager that say that at the end, all the money that you bring from the activity, you have to put back in the activity to invest a new thing. I don't want to say this workflow or a digital technology or blah blah blah. New thing. You have always to pay something.
Yes, so, I think a very big difference between in small lab family and big labs.
Yeah.
It's a little, I think, are different, but in the same time, I believe they will remain like that. It will not disappear. Neither small family business like good hotels, beauty good hotels, but in the same time, in my opinion, I think will appear more and more this like big lab or big chain of clinics. But we'll see. But I think it's a different place, and it's will not be a problem in the future. I don't believe they will disappear, something like that, because if small labs have really good dental technician with real talented, will remain in the market and will have a lot of clients and a lot of tooth. But it's very important to manage his time, because I think the big mistake of the small lab, it's how many time they spend at the work. Because after, I don't know, 5-10 years, you realize it's too much and you go in another extreme. And I think it's very important to keep your balance in your life work.
That's true. That's true.
I see Marius, my colleagues, he tell us, because we have a backstage here.
Okay. We can start with the video.
Yes, I think we can start with the video.
So this is the video that you have to see before this last chat, but it's about yes, dental life. Okay, we try.
Yeah.
The audio, it's okay.
I don't hear you.
I don't know if you can hear.
Marius, you okay?
I don't know if I have to change something from the setting.
It's here. It's now I hear something. Yes, it started. Why? I see on the Facebook it's okay. If the image are split, it's okay. Maybe you can take the volume to be. But a few seconds ago, Marius, it's working.
Rise and mute me, invite. What is this? No, it's something up here. Okay, the audio, it's work? No?
No, Marius tell us it still have some problem.
Okay. Because here we have to select microphone. I don't know if it's like this. Okay, we try.
Now I think it's working. What are you doing? You do well.
Okay, just look if you don't see the video, you don't listen to the video. There was a song behind.
Stai să lăsăm așa.
This is a kind of resume of our life, no? Between machine. That's it. Unfortunately, without music, but I think you can find the music. I can find this video also in my Facebook profile or Instagram. I have shared a few weeks ago.
And people who was, I think, at first edition, maybe of Dental Future in Iași, I think they see a part of them.
Yeah.
Yes, in your presentation, it's was really amazing presentation, and I love it. This kind of presentation. Yeah. If somehow one of doctors are not agree with me because we do something like show, no so many things to learn, but I think they need to start one day to learn with pleasure, to see beautiful things, and after that to remain something interesting in your presentation, not to go to start to memorize something or to learn something very strict, because I don't agree you can use a technique on all the patient. I don't think somebody can learn to become Maffei or Yamamoto or Kyriakou or someone in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days workshop. It's different approach, and I think people can learn every day, and they learn every day, but they don't need to be very focused on this. They only need to enjoy a little bit more of their work, because I think if they can learn something, and I learned something from you, was this easy way to live your life. I know it's not easy to live in your country. It's not easy to stay. You are more or less like everybody, but you have this culture, and you stop everything at 12 o'clock. You enjoy your bike. You go to your friends and eat panini. I never forgot your friends who give me the best panini what I eat in all my life. And I think it's crazy. I want to ask something. If you close the eyes and you'll not be dental technician, what will be the second job? What you believe you can do it?
So the other dream of the work of my life was mechanic. You know, we have the Ferrari factory very close to here, and I have big passion for the motor, for all motor. I still I still work on my Vespa. I have a very old Vespa. It's more older than me, and I still to buy some motor piece and then change by myself in my garage. And then I remember when I was children that we go with my friend to by bicycle. We do 4 or 5 kilometers. We arrive on the Ferrari track in Fiorano, where the Ferrari try the private the private track of Ferrari, and we stay the afternoon like this, very close to the track to see the Ferrari that pass in front of us. And for that reason, I spend a lot of time made an experiment on my motorbike, my old Vespa, and then I decide to. I start to think to do also this, not only dental technician but also mechanic. But then when you're growing, you have to make a choice. So from one side there was the work of my father, and then I like it so much. And other side was a kind of mystery, because I don't know how will be my life if I do mechanic work, no? Like in I don't know in English, officina, where they repair the car. I don't know the English name. And it's maybe completely different, and maybe we will not here to talk with you.
Yes, it's interesting, you know, because look at me. My mother want to become accounting, and now after 15 years of management in corporation, I work in dentistry field somehow. If I am not like dentist or dental technician, but it's crazy because when you are small, somehow you are influenced of your parents. But after you grow up, you decide what to do or not to do. But you need a little bit crazy in your head to change, to have courage to change. But I think it's important because only that you can enjoy your life still 60, 70, 80, I don't know. Because I don't believe in happiness if people do things you don't like it.
That's right.
I ask you if you want to become a dentist somehow, because in my lab, if a dental technician want to become a dentist, I really support him to become one, because I can believe he will be a good dental technician if her dream is different than what he does in the moment. It's nothing wrong to be a really good dental technician. But if you don't want to be one, you don't want to stay one like that, you can change it. And I think it's best decision. I know Modena have a lot of beautiful car. I have one. What car you have it?
Now I have a Peugeot. I still need big car. I have 5008. It's the SUV of Peugeot. It's nice car. It's comfortable, and especially I don't. It's strange because I like so much the motor, but I don't want to drive a fast car or fast bike because it's too dangerous. Yes, I prefer something more quiet because going on street now today with the traffic, it's a little bit dangerous. So I had some accident in my life on the car, so it was not a very good experience. Fortunately, without any kind of problem for me, but I have destroyed 3 cars. So
it's not a big thing, but okay, your daughter don't look at this, yes?
No, but everybody knows it's not a secret. When you drive, a lot of things can happen. Just last accident, it was 2 years ago. I was for a workshop in where it was. It was in the middle of Italy, in a small
I remember
place.
that.
Yeah, and then one car with a Russian guy hit me on the car, in my car, and completely destroyed my car. My car, if you see the picture, you say, "Oh, this guy is dead." But then I going out by myself from the car, I was a little bit shocked because when I look the other car, it was Audi A3, it was completely destroyed, and this guy was outside of the car with the blood and many bad things.
Oh, yeah.
So I was completely shocked. And for that reason, we have bought this car, and this new car 1 year and a half ago, but we asked for the small one, not bigger dimension, but small motor without not much power. Is 1.6 liter, but it's very comfortable. All electronic stuff is inside. They have automatic gear, so it's a very comfortable car just for driving. I prefer listen music, go too fast.
But still, you live in the city where Ferrari born.
Yeah, we have a lot of factory. We have Ferrari. The Ferrari factory is just 5 kilometers from here. Then we have the Pagani. Pagani is more luxury than Ferrari car. Then we have Lamborghini. Also, is not in reality is in Bologna because the city it's on the very close to the border between Modena and Bologna. And we have Maserati, of course. So we produce a lot of beautiful car. And for that reason, we call this area the Motor Valley.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about your family.
Oh, my family. My family, I live with my wife, and we have 2 daughters. My wife, she's a graphic designer. She designed the tiles, the ceramic tiles, because she works in Sassuolo. Sassuolo, you know, it's a city near Modena. There is the capital of these tiles. And I take from her the passion of Macintosh, because when we was married, we decided to buy a computer at home, and she said, "Oh, we have to buy a Mac." And say, "Why Mac? It's expensive." And then I switch completely my life into Apple user. And we have 2 daughters. She is growing so fast. Now the big one, Ginevra, is 10 years old. The small one, 8. And yes, at the moment she study at home because they cannot go to school. And nothing. We spend the day. I have a small. It's just for slide of. I have put some picture during this that I have taken during the COVID time. So that's what
let's try it. We are not prepared for something like that, but let's try it because we don't have
it's without music. I think it's easy.
Yeah, and no so much people see us. It's like a friend talk.
Okay. Here we have this.
Marius, you can tell us if it's working.
It's okay.
I don't know. It's disappeared. Okay, 1 second, because I have a Facebook open here and I don't see, but I think now it changed. It's a little bit delay in our our Facebook, but we'll try to see. I see only my head now, but I don't understand why. Sometimes. I think. I don't know. I see only my head. Marius, you can help us? I think. Yeah.
I try.
Okay. He can. It's okay, Marius? Yes, now it's working.
Okay. So this is what I do every day. Now I cannot go on bike outside, so I do in garage in the morning. I start every day 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. It depends on the program on bike. Everything it's planned. So I have this kind of table where I put the laptop and then do this virtual activity, and it's something new. Here it's my family, my daughter and my wife. We spend a lot of time on cooking at the moment. This is a kind of
guy. You have three beautiful girls near to you every day, 24 hours.
Yeah. Lucky, but not so lucky. Eh? Lucky, but not easy life at home. You know, it's yeah, but it's okay. And then sometime I drawing something with my daughter. Other time I watch this webinar on television. We have a lot of webinar at the moment on internet. So it's interesting also because you can spend time on learning. You have to stay at home. That's it. And this is my daughter with yes, my aunt that was died just 3 weeks ago.
Sorry.
With this big rest. That's life. I cannot do nothing. So I'm so sorry too, but this is the life, no? If you think about how many people have a problem with this situation, so what I can do. Okay, that's it. I think stop
Yeah,
share.
what I see at your family, it's an artist family. Okay, it's hard for an artist to be a boss because somehow you have a business. Your dental lab, it's a business because you need to eat from there. You have some employees, you have I think salary and so on. How is it? How you manage it? Because like I see, I don't see a businessman like Simone businessman. It's clear for me. It's an.
This is true. This is true.
But
I take care. I take care on the lab only about the how can say the marketing part, but I never study marketing. It's just something that coming in my mind, and sometime of course I read book and blah blah blah, but I don't do a specific study for this kind of thing. And my wife take care about the financial part. So when I have strange ideas, I have to ask her if, for example, we can buy this machine or this or that. And I think this good combination, it's work a lot because I promote the work on the social media. For example, my sister, she sees on Facebook, but she don't like so much. She don't spend a lot of time on that. And I have started to promote my work, to promote my laboratory through the social media more than 10 years ago. So I don't want to say that I have experience on that because I don't have study, but I recognize what it's work and what not. And I think that this promotion on Facebook, on Instagram, and other social media like LinkedIn and blah, 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 help a lot your daily work if you want do something different. Of course, my laboratory is very small. We cannot do a lot of work. We cannot have as a competitor the big laboratory because at the end we do crown, of course, but we cannot work on price. I mean, we spend a lot of time to try to do everything perfect in every work, even if it's a posterior crown, a single posterior crown, a very simple work. We check everything during the workflow and we put the same attention as a big work. So I think this at the end, in the years, don't coming in just 1-2 years, you need to spend a lot of time on that, on this promotion of this kind of good work. But at the end, I can say that it's work and the people recognize you as I don't want to say best, but a very good dental technician. And
what do you think will be the challenging for your labs and for your team for the next period? I don't know. You think about
survive. Survive. No, I'm joking. No. Yeah, it's not easy to say at the moment. If you ask me this 2 months ago, before this emergency, I was sure that our future will be brilliant, will be good, because especially I talk about Italy, but I know that we have almost the same situation in Europe. Less and less people want to study as a dental technician. So we have a big problem at the moment, and this problem cannot go in other direction than growing in the future, because the people want to finish the school and going immediately to have a good work, to take money, a lot of money from this. And Gaia, saluta.
Hi.
And yeah, this is a big problem, because if you study as a dental technician and you want to become a good dental technician, you have to spend a lot of time at the beginning. I think a few months ago, a colleague of me asked me, how many courses you have made in your life to learning from other people? I don't know exactly, but more than 100. So I have spent a lot of time, a lot of money to learning after the school. I think I have studied more and more time after school than I was a student. And yes, this for the future. At the moment, I'm not so sure, because we have to wait a little bit. For sure, we have to wait a little bit. That's the end of the situation, and we will see what happened at the moment. But I don't think we have to change anything in our daily workflow. Maybe of course in disinfection of disimpression, in this protocol for hygiene, but not the way of work. I don't think.
I think all of these things we do it and before, because people don't understand now, but a dental technician or a dentist work with a lot of viruses, a lot of bacteria, a lot of things, and they disinfect it. The big difference is this virus become pandemic because we don't have vaccine and so on, and this is it's a big issue with him. But I don't think somebody go in a dental office and was afraid he will take something from there. I don't think at our I don't know, in this period, maybe few years ago, maybe in communist time, but not now. What I want to ask, and I don't want to forget, you remember when you earn first money from your dental technician work?
The first salary, you mean?
Yes, first money, first salary. I don't know.
yeah, the first salary, because I started to work in my father lab, and my father have another guy that work together. Is a kind of society, and I start as employees, and I remember the workflow was completely different than now. I have spent a lot of time, a lot of energy to try to grow him, but it's not easy, because my father was not so old, but was in a stable situation. So when it arrives someone younger that won't change a lot of things, won't improve, so now we have to do the modeling this way. We have to do this kind of restoration. We have to buy this ceramic. So you put a lot of yes, interesting and new thing, but if you have a stable situation, it's not also easy to switch, no? And but I was lucky, because after 5-6 years, they give me the completely liberty to do the course, to make a course, to go to the course, to learning. And this was really important for me, because I study a lot and have time also, because the lab was not completely mine, but was of my father. I have time to make a lot of experiments, no?
And how accepted? Sorry.
Yeah, no. And then in 10 years ago, in 2010, my father was retired, and then me and my sister have this responsibility.
And please tell me, how accepted the doctor who work with your father to work with you? They don't ask, I want this crown to make by your father, not by you, and so on. Maybe after
no,
10
because
years.
no, because the level of the dentist that he worked when we start was completely different.
Your clients.
No, we don't have any old clients. We still don't have any old client, because we have made big changes in our daily routine. And then I start what I remember at the beginning was when I find a first doctor that made a very good prep and good impression. I start to keep this impression in the model and to show to the other doctor. So this is the way you have to do like this. You have to, and then I start to give back the bad impression, to send back the bad impression. So when I start to receive a bad impression even for a single crown, and the doctor asks me, but you can clean the border, you can, no, this is a bad impression. I cannot work like this. So the beginning was not easy. I'm really honest, because we have a lot of fighting. But at the same time, I after few years of learning from many good dental technicians, I have the possibility. I know how you can do a very good crown. So I start to work with this client in a good way, start to promote through this social media, and then year by year the thing growing, and here I have at the moment. So one of the moment that I will sure remember in my life, it was just a few months ago when I become active member of IOP, the Italian Academy of Prosthetic Restoration. So this is a dream for me. I follow this academy from more than 10 years. And yeah, and then I was just normal member, you have just to pay. And then last year I have presented with the doctor 3 clinical cases, and they accept me as active member. So the commission say that you are good, the work is done in a good way, you can be active member. So this is I think one of the goals that I have reached in my life, my work life.
I know you see.
Yeah, yeah, well, it's the same. It's the same.
What I want to ask you, what is beautiful in dentistry field? It's not about to have a functional mouth. It's about feeling. It's about how you feel inside you. It's about your smile. It's about more than something with medical problem. You can tell me now. I don't know if you remember or not, but one of the best feedback you receive from a patient or for a doctor.
Oh, one of the best.
Well, something to impress you and you remember all the time. It was aha.
I have a lot of good memory because we, as I tell you, we do not all the work for our client. We do just fixed restoration. We don't do mobile restoration. So for that reason, this kind of aesthetic work, many times I saw the patient. And one of the big challenges that I win together with Dr. Sergei Chikunov, is doctor from Moscow. It was during one of the courses that we made. It was live course. So on Saturday morning, we made a picture and walks up of a patient. She was a girl. And then around I don't remember, 11 or 12 o'clock, we made a try-in, like a mock-up. Then he prepped the veneer in the afternoon. We spent all the night in a laboratory to make alveolar model, to make a refractory die. And then on the day after, in the morning, I made 6 veneer on refractory die on live with the 40 people that look at me. And then he bond in the afternoon. So in 2 days, we made a mock-up, prep, ceramic, and bonded. So this was, and the result was really good. The girl that, this girl is, she's a kind of influencer for dental side. Yeah, maybe you follow her on Instagram. She's very famous. And so for that reason,
to write his name in a comment after we finish this.
Okay. Yeah, you can look.
And I want to, please. I don't want
to. It was very hard for me because I was in the laboratory in Russia, in Moscow, not in my lab, with 40 people, 40 technicians and 40 dentists that look at me and the Dr. Chikunov. So it was a light demo. We cannot do any kind of mistake because we don't have time, only 2 days. And yes, I remember exactly the moment then he made the try-in with the try-in paste. So the patient look, she say, beautiful, like so much. And I feel like empty. I feel something like the stress completely go down. I open a beer and then start to drink during the doctor. Yes, the doctor, now it's your turn. You have to bond it without break. So all the people have seen that my work is done. I feel this sensation that was completely empty. This was one of the big challenge, but we have made a lot of this kind of course. So now is a kind of habit.
Are a lot of discussion about what the patient want and what the dental technician do. Dental technician wants to have natural teeth with a lot of paintings and so on. But most of the patient, because they dream to have really white tooth, teeth, they want to have only this white. It's not bleachy. We don't speak about bleach tooth.
No, but bright.
Very white. How you manage this with the patient and with the doctors and so on? How is in Italy? Maybe it's different from here.
No, I think no. Even here, the people that go for made a full restoration, or also only the upper veneer, for example. So something aesthetic, want the teeth more bright, because it's the system that tell you this. So if you look on the television or on newspaper or blah blah blah, all the people have white and bright teeth, so perfect, and the people want this. Sometime I can, as I tell you, I always have a possibility through this system like Zoom or Skype to talk with the patient if are far from the lab, or I visit the dentist together with the patient, and I need to talk with the patient for understand exactly what they want. And during this time, I try to suggest my opinion about aesthetic. I always take with me or the iPad or the laptop where I showed some pictures, some cases. And but at the end, the decision is not mine. So if the patient wants bleached to 3, for example, I know that at the end will be not a good result. Maybe I don't put this on lecture, because you don't have to put all the cases on Facebook or on lecture. It's not important. No. But if you pay for this and you want this, I try to convince you. I try to say, oh, maybe it's better something more natural. But at the end, it's not my decision. If you want bright teeth, I do this. This is it's our job. You have always to satisfy the wishes of the patient at the end.
You believe or not, an hour, it's it's like, I don't know, I think we can talk more than 2 hours. You are amazing, really amazing, and I'm very happy. I know you. I want to finish with something special, because I want to finish like that. Let's talk about dreams, because dreams are good. And I want to tell me some of your dreams will be in the next future. It's not about dentistry necessarily. It's about what do you want for the next, I don't know, many years from now.
So this is very hard question because no, I have some dreams, of course, but I don't like. Put my vision too much far from the day, because we have a lot of things to solve, a lot of problem, no, maybe not really problem, but a lot of things to solve during this time. But what I want is what I will try to get in the future is working less and less. I'm honest. My goal is work just 8 hours per day. And I'm not so far, I think. And especially working in a relaxed mode. So have time to spend this hour on the special request of the patient. For example, if I have a big restoration, I want to spend a lot of time to check everything, to make it really individualized for the patient. So this is one of the best dreams that I have. I don't know if will come, but I don't think I'm not so far. Not about the quality. The quality have to be improved a lot, but I work on it. And this is the best part that I like in our job is that you cannot stop learning. You always can learning something from all the other colleagues. So this is something that keep you really live. And I hope to become older slowly with my family. Nothing really special. Only this, to have time to spend more time on my job, on special work.
Thank you. You are so honest with me. Thank you we have this chat. you know, in this weekend for Romanian dental technician dentistry, for most of 80%, 90% of Romania will be Easter. Please, if you want to give us a message, to send us a message, and because, you know, it's time to be better in this period. And please, if you have all dentists and dental technicians who now in Romania are a little bit worried because they don't work, they are not so happy. You know, nobody prepared us for pandemic and what is happening now. But you and me and everybody, I think in his mind, no, this will be finished, and we'll start to live normal again. And I think most of us realize now how happy it was before.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. If you keep your day, I'm honest, if you keep your day full of things to do, I have spent a lot of time during this week to do something at home that I don't have time during the weekend because I spend time different way. So I have to take care about many things here to manage it. If you spend your time and you have something to do, is not a really bad situation. But the problem is from the economic side, because what I have enjoyed is to have every morning the quiet breakfast with my family without stress. So we lunch outside. We have a small garden. Every day now we are really lucky because it's more than 10 days that it's sunny. It's 20 degrees, so it's perfect springtime. We can eat together outside. We chat. We talk with the neighbor that we have here. And yes, not bad situation. Of course, we don't take €1. This is a situation that cannot during for a long time. And what I can say to the people need to use these weeks. Not so now it's time to stay with the family because it's Easter time. You have to stay at home and to take care about your family. And then using these 1-2 weeks that remain to plan something for your work. As I tell you before, Dan, I have sent just yesterday a message to my client to talk a little bit, to say that we are alive and we are not disappear. And of course, when we restart, all your client maybe have a call, have a chat, but even during this time, sometimes call someone just to say, how are you? It's fine, okay. This is also a part of our job. We cannot work, we cannot do things, we cannot do what we love, but we have always to think of what happened when we restart. So we have to be ready. Maybe you can read some book about marketing strategy, or I don't know, if you have to improve your social media activity, maybe you can read something. You can find a lot of internet about that. So you have to work in a different way, but always thinking on this way.
Last thing, I want to please you to write in the comment something webinars, what you recommend us, maybe some trainings, and still that influence the girls from Moscow. Please tell us the name and to what beautiful work you do. Simone, thank you for the chat with me. I hope people enjoy. You see, when I start this chat, I was very nervous because, you know, it's like a free discussion. It's my method to be near to the doctors, but in the same time not to speak only dentistry, not to complain, because this is the reason why we talk. We want to see positive people. You are from north of Italy. Here in Romania, a lot of bad news come from there. But look, you are happy. You are in the good mood, and you are optimist. I think it's very important for us to take your advices and to see it can be better. I think we'll have another chat next week. I am sure we'll be with Drivas Kyriakos from Greece.
Oh, grande Drivas.
I say hi.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Simone. Say hi to your family. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah.
And when you start to work, give us pictures to see and not to stay full of passion and to, I don't know, to remain healthy on our heads. I think it's very important in this field.
Sure, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you too. It was a big pleasure for me. I've been here today with you, talk with you. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, say hello to your family. And I want to say happy Easter to all Romanian guys.
Thank you. And please promise me after you finish the quarantine, you go to these guys with panini and you take one for me, because it really was very good one.
Yeah, of course.
Say hi to him, say hi to your family. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.